Yeah, so definitely something funky going on. The first note issue, well, to be honest with you, I think it's the MPC that's doing it. I don't know. I'm going to do some further testing, but yeah, it kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, we don't always need a note on the very first beat of the bar, do we, when there's so much going on? And we can also move this with the nudge function, time correct, switch to off. Yeah, so we can fudge like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ticks. That's it. And we've got that first note, and then if I shift it to the beginning, it's gone. So, and I've scanned Google, and there's some other people saying about the different pieces of equipment doing the same thing. So it's, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's leave it there. That's fixed. It's a bodge, but it's fixed. It's not technically the beginning of the bar, right? It's 6 ticks forwards. But anyway, what I've done is, we have the Digitone. We've gone into page mode. We have set to 64 steps. We've got a simpler. Let's come out of that. We've got a simple length of the pattern. On the MPC, we're on a different pattern here. This is set to 64 beats as well. So, the problem with the pattern lengths being different when the program change function changes, who knows? And also I did disable temporarily the program change to see if that was affecting the first note not triggering issue. And it's not, so I'm going to put that back to see, I go track 16, program change, and I put it to the correct channel. I put it to 16. It's gonna know what it is now, right? So because that's how I got it configured. Yeah, it's very difficult, this stuff. So we're going to go back to the pattern. We know it's on this pattern. That's the pattern. You can hear the sound I've got allocated to it over here as a temporary thing. Right. So we're going to play that, and then at the end we're going to automatically switch that to this one, and then the sound should change. It should be the same length of patterns. Let's see what happens. Right. Right, did you notice something? Because I did. Right. And then on this. Oh, that's peculiar. It's not doing what it's supposed to do, so we're going to go back to main. Let's look at track 16. It's on 16. It's set correctly. Let's look at the sequence number 5. Sequence number 5. This is so easy, much easier than playing any other instrument. Right, so MIDI tracks. Oh shit, I've changed the. Yeah, all I've done is swap. Right, sequence number 5. Get there in the end. Right, here we go. So number 5, we want to be looking at track 11. Right, so track 11. Track 11, and then our program change is on 16, and that should be, yep, one behind the other one, because obviously one unit starts at 0 and the other one starts at 1, right? That's just the way things are. See, when I have program change 4 here, it's actually 5 on the other machine. But whatever, we can work around that using the grey matter. So now, what I'm trying to do, it does get complicated. So we've got to go like into our sequence. We want that one to play with a particular sound. That's all we're trying to do. We want this track to play with a particular sound on this machine, and when this pattern changes to this one here. We want a different sound to come on with the track. Everything working, right? Okay, is it working? So it's I don't think the sound changed, and it's still not changed. Weird. And it's still not changed. So why is it not even changing now? Weird. So we're on 5. Is it muted? Have I muted it or something by mistake? How hard can it be? So we're gonna go here. No, it's not muted. We're on MIDI channel 16, which it should be. It's on program 4. This shows program 8, which is the other pattern still. Now it just changed. So it just changed just then. Why? So it changed then. I'm going to switch it to next sequence, to pattern 8. It's on 5. I'm going to press play. And it's not changed. Let's try it again. And now it changed. So second hit it changed. That is strange. Just go back to pattern 5. I'm on pattern 5. I'm going to press play. Nothing happened. It's still on number 8. I'm going to press play the second time so it gets a second. No, it didn't work. And again. And yes, it is. No, I'm confused. But it's on 5. It's on 5. Let's go to 8. Press it on 8. Nothing happens. I press play. Nothing happens. Still looking at it. Nothing's happened. Press stop. Play. And then it changed. So it seems to be the second trigger that it changes, right? And really I think it's just getting to the end of the bar and then changing, right? So let's see if we can actually get it to work now. Same step length. So track 5, sequence 5, it's playing sound 5, that's fine. And then we're going to go to sequence 8 and it should switch to 8. It didn't switch to 8, although the pattern has switched. At the end of the bar, of this bar, it switches, right? So that's definitely confirmed it switches one after. So, yeah. So if we sacrifice the sequencer internally altogether and then go into MIDI config, sync, turn off the clock receive, so this sequencer no longer moves, it does fuck all. Go on to this one, we're going to go on pattern 5. We're on pattern 5 here now, although it's not playing, but it's playing the correct sound, because the sounds are allocated to the pattern, which is the angle to the dangle of the program change, and then, so we're going to play the pattern, we've got the correct sound, we're going to hit 8, and straight away the sound changes. We've got the sound in sync with, this is the sound for this song that I've put temporarily, and then, yeah, so immediately that's an improvement. We're not waiting for this sequencer to like finish one loop and then it missed the trigger, and then the following trigger it finds itself, and then it's like, okay, yeah, you know, waiting for the end of the bar so I can bring it in for you. So really you have, for this to work as a song and for my sounds to change in accordance with my patterns on the MPC, we need to disable the sequencer on the Digitone, which is a disappointment really, because we would have liked to have used the 4 tracks for the MIDI, you know, just if we wanted to, but this is going to make things complicated if we don't switch it off. So I think the way forward is to leave it switched off, and the only way really around this, for this to work as a sequencer, Elektron, are you hearing us? Is that you put a very simple song mode into it, and that's as simple as that. Just make it a list, a block list or a pattern list sequencer, where you just put pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacked, or whatever you want to put, and then a loop at the end so it starts at the beginning again. That's all we need. We don't need anything fancy. You can put transpose on that as well per pattern if you want, but really it's not really needed for what we want to do. What we just want to do is get the sequencer working. It's very simple. I mean, you can copy the song mode from the analog 4 if you want, but it needs it because otherwise this floor really makes it difficult to use and a bit of a pig. So anyway, thanks.